The energy around the Bronx just changed overnight, and Yankees fans are suddenly paying very close attention after new details spark serious conversation about a possible connection between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. What started as quiet speculation has now turned into one of the most talked-about storylines among baseball insiders. And while nothing is officially confirmed, the growing discussion is impossible to ignore. The biggest question right now isn't whether the Yankees are active, because they clearly are, but whether a potential Astros-related deal could reshape expectations heading into the next phase of the season. And trust me, the latest developments have fans debating everywhere. Welcome back, everyone. This is your Yankees news today, and if you've been following the team closely, you already know the front office has been operating with patience and calculation rather than rushing into headline-grabbing moves. But recent conversations around league circles suggest the Yankees may be exploring opportunities connected to Houston's roster situation, and that alone is enough to grab attention considering the history between these two franchises. Whenever the Yankees and Astros appear in the same sentence, emotions run high, expectations rise, and fans immediately start imagining blockbuster scenarios. Now, let's slow things down and look at what's actually driving these rumors. The Astros are entering a period where roster balance and long-term planning are becoming increasingly important. Like many competitive teams, they face decisions involving contracts, depth pieces, and future flexibility. At the same time, the Yankees have been openly focused on improving consistency, especially in areas where injuries and performance fluctuations expose weaknesses earlier. That overlap in needs is exactly why league observers believe conversations, even informal ones, could make sense between the two sides. What makes this situation fascinating is how strategic the Yankees' approach has been lately. Instead of chasing splashy headlines, the organization has shown signs of prioritizing fit, clubhouse chemistry, and roster balance. Fans often expect dramatic moves, but recent seasons have taught the front office that sustainable success comes from building depth alongside star power. If discussions connected to Houston truly exist, they likely center around solving specific baseball problems rather than creating media buzz. Another reason these rumors gain momentum is timing. Around this stage of the baseball calendar, teams begin quietly evaluating their direction. Contenders look for upgrades, fringe teams reassess priorities, and executives start laying groundwork for moves that may not happen immediately but develop over weeks. Insiders mentioning increased dialogue across teams doesn't automatically mean a trade is imminent, but it does signal preparation, and preparation often leads to opportunity. From the Yankees' perspective, one ongoing focus has been offensive consistency and lineup flexibility. There have been stretches where the offense looked unstoppable, followed by periods where production slowed at critical moments. Adding the right complementary piece, not necessarily a superstar, but a reliable contributor, could stabilize the lineup and reduce pressure on core players. Fans sometimes overlook how impactful a balanced roster can be compared to relying on a few big names to carry everything. Pitching depth also continues to be part of the long-term conversation. Over a full season, injuries and fatigue test even the strongest rotations and bullpens. The Yankees know deep postseason runs are often decided by pitching versatility, not just frontline starters. If any discussions with Houston involve arms, it would align perfectly with New York's ongoing emphasis on maintaining durability across the staff rather than scrambling later when options become limited. Of course, the history between these teams adds another layer of intrigue. Yankees and Astros matchups have carried intensity for years, creating a competitive storyline that fans remember vividly. That history makes the idea of cooperation feel surprising, but baseball operations are ultimately about improving rosters, not revisiting past rivalries. Front offices operate with logic, value assessment, and long-term vision, even when fan emotions tell a different story. Teams gather information constantly, and only a small percentage of discussions ever turn into completed deals. Still, the Yankees' recent behavior suggests they are actively evaluating ways to improve rather than standing still. The organization understands the expectations that come with wearing pinstripes. Competing for championships isn't optional, it's the standard. Every move, or even every rumor, gets analyzed through that lens. Fans want progress, accountability, and evidence that management is pushing toward a stronger postseason position. Another factor worth watching is player performance over the coming weeks. Hot streaks, injuries, or unexpected breakthroughs can dramatically change trade dynamics. A player who seems available today may become untouchable tomorrow, while a struggling roster area could suddenly become a top priority. That unpredictability is exactly why front offices stay engaged in constant dialogue. Preparation allows quick action when the right moment arrives. Fans should also remember that rumors gaining traction often indicate league-wide respect for both organizations. Teams frequently linked together are usually those viewed as serious competitors willing to explore creative solutions. Whether or not anything materializes, the attention itself shows that the Yankees remain firmly in the conversation as an aggressive but disciplined franchise. As we move forward, expect more speculation, more analysis, and probably plenty of debate among fans and analysts alike. That's part of what makes baseball exciting: the uncertainty, the strategy, and the possibility that one decision could shift the trajectory of an entire season. Until official news arrives, the smartest approach is to watch how the Yankees continue positioning themselves behind the scenes. So right now, the Astros deal rumors should be viewed as a developing storyline rather than a finished chapter. There are signals worth monitoring, logical reasons discussions could exist, and clear motivation for the Yankees to explore improvements. But patience remains essential because real moves happen only when timing, value, and opportunity align perfectly. And honestly, that's what makes this moment exciting for Yankees fans. The front office appears engaged, alert, and willing to explore options while staying true to a long-term vision. Whether this leads to a trade with Houston or simply opens doors elsewhere, it shows the organization is actively searching for ways to get better, and that's exactly what contenders do. If you enjoyed this update and want daily Yankees coverage that breaks down rumors without hype or misinformation, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you want to see the Yankees make a deal connected to the Astros, or should the team stick with its current roster? Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next Yankees news update.